Yep. Oh,
Do you need us to, buy you some time, maybe tread some water? Maybe we can get an introduction for you. Welcome, everyone, to this special estrogen-free episode of Side Quest. We might actually get something done this time.
yeah, maybe. There's something rattling. There's like wind outside, and it's shaking my house. And
You're
Oh,
certain
chilly
it's,
night again, huh?
You're certain it's not your head.
the fuck is this? Oh my god, that's not good. Somebody sent me this bottle. I think it's syrup, but the cork is all busted. So, and it fell inside there, and now it's all like filled with like a hard sugar on the top of it. That's not. We should probably. Something is rattling. Well, go ahead.
I asked, is it your brain?
Possibly. There's a good chance.
Well,
It was annoying me.
Use the contents of that jar and like pour it in an ear. That should thicken it up, and then it won't rattle.
Oh, dude, I'm not even gonna think about what that fucking shit has turned into. Again, like it is. I should not have put it up there and just ignored it.
Sadness. That's what it is.
Boil it and eat it live so we can see what happens.
It's
Yeah.
semi-liquid sadness is what it is.
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever fan sent this to me through the portal many years ago probably ain't even watching the show now. But it is clearly the seal has broken, and now it has got the consistent. It smells almost sweet. I think it's honey. It could be honey or syrup of some sort, but it is definitely forming some sort of crust on the top since the bottle.
Well, if it is honey, then it should be perfectly edible still. Just boil it.
It is too thin to be honey. I think it's syrup. I think it's some homemade syrup that someone sent me, and I totally forgot about it, and it ended up on a shelf. And when I went up there to stop the rattling, I grabbed it, and the cap fell off, and I was like, well, they're not supposed to do that. So
That's how you know it. That's how you know it's reached like its peak freshness or something.
right. Welcome, everyone, to Side Quest. I am here with I'm Lord Magog, and I'm here with my wicked cohorts, Arcturus and Pentagast. The Nameless Thief could not make it this episode for reasons unknown.
I like to imagine she's dead.
Do we really? Is it really that it's unknown, or are we just saying it's unknown and we actually know why?
We're saying
Maybe
it's
swallowed by a giant whale?
It doesn't
Or
have
shark.
anything to do with the fact that I tied her shoelaces together with an impossible to untie knot.
that's
Couldn't be that.
possible too. Something is wrong with my crystal. I am way off. The sword is too far. I'm way too far over here. There's something.
The sword is prettier anyway. It's fine.
I just look. I don't get a chance to. Usually she's already interrupting, and I don't get a chance to have a little bit more time to regale you with my tales of things. Anyway, the point I'm trying to say is Thief is supposed to be this master thief and excellent at being roguelike, and no one can catch her, and she's all these incredible skills. And yet, someone like me, who no one suspects, can sneak aboard her vessel, catch her while she's not paying attention, and tie her shoes together in a way that she can't figure out how to get rid of. I mean, who expects that from me? No one.
Maybe she's being roasted alive by molefolk over a volcanic vent.
Is there
No.
a chance that you just simply paid Poe to do it?
No.
Because I can't imagine you crawling
I
across the deck of a
I-
ship with your large penis dragging behind you.
Well, they thought it was a sea monster, so.
Okay, now it's starting to make sense.
I also dyed myself blue so I looked like I'd come from the ocean.
You went through a lot just to tie someone's shoes together.
Well, yeah.
I commend your commitment to the bit.
Well, if you're gonna do something, do it right.
It's a fair point.
Or something. There's something. I don't know. Maybe that's the catchphrase I should have come up with. If you're going to do something right.
Speaking of
wait. Oh, I think I just got one.
Yes,
Peasant leather, I never. It's far too gamey and spotting places.
yes.
If you're going to do something bad, make sure it's wicked.
I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Put that on the list. I don't hate it.
No, must I?
Yes.
Right, hold on.
All right.
If you must do something bad.
Make sure it's wicked.
Yes, I mean,
I get being called out in battle.
yeah. Okay, let me catch everyone up. Okay, this meeting of the Wicked Guild, Council of the Wicked, we are discussing catchphrases because I noticed something when we go into battle or when we're on a quest and we suddenly find ourselves surrounded by monsters or about to bust into a room filled with the enemy. We don't really have anything cool to say.
No. Everyone got angry at me last time because I was like toasty goblin buns, and everyone's like, "What does that mean?"
Yeah, I mean, we were in the midst of a battle against a horde of angry troglodytes, and you yelled out, "Toasty, what?"
Toasty goblin.
Yeah,
Toasty goblina buns.
the toasty goblina buns in the midst of our battle, and it got me thinking that we need like a This Is Sparta.
I was inspired. That's the important thing. I took down more than my fair share of troglodytes that day.
I was badly distracted.
Yeah, like I didn't like how that one time when we were about to go in and face a massive dungeon beast, as we ran in through the door, Ark screamed, "Leroy Jenkins!" And I didn't even know who that was. I thought it was like our porter.
Yeah.
Like somebody who carries our bags for us, but I had no idea who he was screaming.
No, I didn't
Earth
either.
patron saint of rushing.
Oh, is that
Gotcha.
what that is?
Yeah, I didn't know that. I have no frame of reference whatsoever. If it's not two maidens, one goblet, I don't know.
No.
Yes.
A fan of the work, are you?
If it's not two wenches, one goblet, I don't know what it is. I have no frame of reference.
I'm not sure I want a frame of reference for that one.
Yes. So I thought if we could, since we're the Wicked Guild, if we could come up with like a wicked catchphrase to say in the midst of battle or before we go into battle, or even if we like surprise an enemy, like they're all like it's a like a room filled with undead corpses because we're in an ancient ruin, and they're not mine, not the ones I command, but the ones the dungeon magic commands, and we have to destroy them. Wouldn't it be nice to kick the door down and say something wicked?
Sure, I have something, but I'm saving it for the proper reveal moment. Mine is absolutely flawless.
I don't like. Kicking a door in and then standing there menacingly and then saying something. Like, I always, my instinct is always to make things strange.
Yes.
Because I think, throw your opponent off. That way they don't know what to expect. And so
Can you not make it strange, though? Because I personally have observed you not making it strange. Ergo, it's not your inclination. It's pretty much just your way of life.
Yeah, like Poe had one. Poe wants to contribute. Can we all listen to Poe? What is your idea? Like, let's say we're in a dungeon. We're at the final gate. We're about to break into the room filled with whatever untold horrors lie within, and we have to defeat those horrors. What do we say when we kick the door in and present ourselves for battle? Poe, would you like to share your idea?
I'm going to go with, let's rape him.
I mean,
Uh,
do we point at any specific foe in the room?
Whichever one deserves the most rape.
Okay. It doesn't really narrow it down, does it?
It does for me.
Okay.
He knows these things.
I'm not down for that with the dudes, but I could get behind hold them down for Poe.
Yeah, that almost makes more sense.
How about it's murder time?
I think there's a
Not-
copyright on that one.
It might be
Not
copyright.
bad.
There might be a copyright infringement there, Poe. I'm sorry.
Damn it.
Wait, there's copyright.
Well, it might be not necessarily copyright, but already a famous saying. So we don't want to
Yeah, part of the
steal.
Murderous 4, wasn't it?
No.
Rockman. It's murder in time. I seem to remember something along those lines.
No, that's the Fantastic Four. He says it's clobbering time, which is stupid. 'Cause
Right.
nobody knows what
That
a
is
clobber
dumb.
is. There is no such thing as a clobber. There's all kinds of jobs in our world. There's Thatcher, there's Fletcher, there's cobbler, but there's no clobberer.
No.
Isn't
no.
that a lobster-like monster?
No, that's. I don't know what that is.
A large, giant lobster has extra pinchers. I'm pretty sure I've heard of a clobberer before.
Mm.
Now you might thinking of like a mantis shrimp that like punches,
Hmm.
right?
Well, that sounds like a clobberer.
It's like a
Possibly.
bullet, by the way. Have y'all ever seen a mantis shrimp? Just like, it's like the force of a bullet. They will literally like
Yes.
shatter fucking glass. Like,
Yeah. It's somewhere on similar to what type of rifle was that? The 22, whatever that is.
yes,
Similar ballistics to a 22. from
right.
The Earth realm.
Also, in order to prevent any copyright, we have to stay away from any mention of chimichangas.
Why would anyone want to mention those?
I don't know. It's something a character in the Earth realm says a lot. Deadpool. He says he likes chimichangas. Apparently, I don't know.
I guess.
Would want to cross that guy. Yeah, that's good policy, just to be safe.
Yeah, let's not infringe on Disney Marvel and or Fox Marvel anytime
Oh.
soon. Okay,
Okay, so we're
Right.
okay, right.
which I think Fox Marvel is Disney
Do you
Marvel
think,
now.
like,
I think they bought
Well-
out Fox.
do we know if they can they? I mean, if they sue us, can they actually get to us over here?
No, I've looked into it. There is actually no litigation case for trans-dimensional lawsuits.
Are you sure?
No, but it will affect our ability to do things like the YouTubies in the Earth realm. So let's stay away from.
I'm just saying, they're lawyers. You don't know what they're capable of.
Oh, they are quite evil and wicked, but so far as I can tell, on our side maybe, but in their side, they don't have the magic necessary to litigate a case through a dimensional rift in the veil.
It's only a matter of time, in my
It's
opinion.
only a matter
None of
if
their
it's
contracts are magically binding.
yes.
Yeah.
They don't have. Believe it or not, Pentagast, the Earth realm has no magically binding contracts.
They have no idea what a geese is.
Yes. Also, we should probably stay away
They don't
from.
have- They don't have geese.
Yes, they have. Who brought up geese? Who said geese?
He said that they don't know what a geese is.
I don't think we have nearly enough time to go into this tangent to explain the difference between geese and a geese.
You're saying the same thing.
Yeah, I don't understand you either. Is this nobleman talk that we don't know?
Possibly.
Is this
Do
like
they have?
is this,
Maybe maybe they don't call them that. Maybe they just call their geese large ducks. I don't know.
Okay, no geese of any kind are involved in their contract making or legislation in general.
Oh,
why did you say geese?
not even in the
I'm
writing.
pronouncing it right. Maybe I'm not articulating every proper syllable, but I'm basically saying it. It's a magical compulsion.
Yeah, there are magically binding contracts. I know all about them. You have to use a special ink. There's an incantation. Noblemen use it so that other noblemen can't screw them over. If anybody breaks the contract, they suffer horrible plagues and curses and possibly death. I get all of that. I don't understand why you were saying geese.
I'm in no position to discuss vague magical terminology with a
I'm-
wizard
I'm-
who
I'm moving on.
Yes, that would be good. Let
Yeah,
us move on. Let us
I just-
jauntily proceed forth.
Yes, I'm for some reason I'm getting angry at this, and I don't know why. I'm not even that magical, and yet I'm like upset at this.
Well, the geese that you're thinking of typically do enrage people. I suppose that's a natural reaction.
Look,
Look.
I'm friends with waterfowl. All right.
Few
Okay.
quick things I'm going to address. First off, if you are sending Streamlabs, that's my department in the absence of the thief. So if you were going to send something via Streamlabs, but didn't want to because Thief isn't here, so you thought, oh, well, no one's going to cover it. Well, you're wrong. It's my department this time.
Well, okay. What if we're in a room in an ancient ruin and we are surrounded by enemies and we're doing our like ready to fight poses before we start kicking ass, right?
Yeah.
Right? And the viewing crystal that I have hovering, I don't know if y'all have noticed, but every quest has a hovering viewing crystal that I use to record so that we can go back and see our mistakes and what we did wrong. It swoops around us.
Okay.
Right, yes, and it swoops around us just as we're about to start battle. And it comes back around after it gets all of us. We get a good action pose, and then it stops on me, and I glance over at the nearest member of the party on my right, and I say, "This is gonna get wicked."
See, that's close, but that seems a bit lame still. My pitch was going to be time to get slippery wicked.
Why slippery?
That's
Because of all the blood that'll be spilling across the floor, of course.
But
that just sounds like the beginnings of an orgy or something.
yeah, that sounds like we're getting into Lube Town. We've raided Lube Town.
Guaranteed to be unsettling.
Unless
I don't want you to want from me.
unless of course someone brought those cursed, cream corn. Fucking
Look, if
thing
blood-covered
again.
floors are rousing to you, then I can't help you.
Yeah, the word slippery itself is a little arousing, and that's not what we're going for.
Yeah.
The only arousal should be the arousal of excitement at the prospect of great battle.
So I shouldn't say I'm moist with excitement to get
No.
wicked.
No, please don't say that. No, nobody but Thief should say that.
Probably not.
And not even her. Not even
No,
her.
I don't even think she should say that.
I'm only saying she's the only one qualified to say it. It doesn't mean
Right.
she should say it.
Right.
Please don't murder me, thank Thaddeus.
Yeah, I don't know where that came from.
Yes.
Considering you started off with, Poe is talking about a forceful insertion, we might as well could just start with, I don't know, combat boner activated.
No, that's an actual spell he casts. Like that can't be our catchphrase because it's already a spell he uses. It's a common phrase he uses at least once a quest.
I mean, don't you aren't you
Oh,
paying
right.
attention? Every now and then I occasionally just go, look out to your right, look out to your left. You don't hear that?
Yeah.
And then I just, turn about 90 degrees.
Yeah, I have literally started instinctively jumping in my sleep because I think something's sliding across the ground that I have to jump over.
Yeah. I mean,
it is
look,
a cumbersome.
if I could figure out, if I knew how to use it to wield a sword, I could triple wield. It'd be nice. But it's not, there's only so much magic can do.
I don't know how we ended up with a party member whose loincloth is the typical length of one of those heralding banners that you see unfurled from castle walls on Coronation Day.
Never did think about
Put
that.
the entire family history on that thing.
I never thought, it never occurred to me. Maybe there is a way to use the magic to fold it up for more travel size. But I never thought about that.
I have a shrinking spell that would take it from the size it currently is to a modest average 16 inches ish.
That would, that would.
The catch is the rest of you'd have to ride in a pocket.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. That would definitely save on the amount of seat space I need usually.
The only downside is it only shrinks length, not girth. So you would still have like a wheel of cheese. Like,
Yeah, I'll take it. And I'm okay with that. I really am.
we'll definitely work on that then. I got the spells. Let's
Right.
make that.
Right.
It just benefits us all.
Yeah, perhaps in the future, not right now, but
As long as you can live with a very humble, average 16-inch penis.
yeah. I mean, it's not ideal, but I think I can manage.
At the very least, at the very least, a lot of the male horses we pass along the way on our quests will be less jealous and stop neighing and baying and kicking.
Right. They're very aggressive towards me at times. It's kind of annoying.
Yes. So, how about
for a long time, I thought that's what caused the curse, but it's not,
Well, I don't like when you walk around and make horses jealous, because then they kick backwards and they sometimes knock things off of our carriage and it takes off rolling. And then it rolls into a tree and there's like a bird that gets spooked out of the tree.
Right.
And then it flies to another tree and it lands on a broken branch and the branch snaps and it swings down and hits me right in the tip of my dick.
Yes, I know. This isn't the first time this has happened. I'm just saying that I thought that somehow I was the trigger of the curse. It happens even when I'm high, like I'm not, like there are no horses around for me to make angry. They don't bay and neigh at me, and then it still happens. So I thought, I know that I am not the cause of the curse. That's all. I know that much. I've narrowed, at least I've eliminated that possibility, but still don't know who did it, and how, and why, and a curse this elaborate must have taken years to perform. Like the rituals involved, it had to have taken years.
What curse? What curse are we talking about?
Just don't worry about it.
Talk about other Pentecost.
It's
no
old.
one's discussed a curse here.
Old family history. Just never mind. Just ignore me. I'm just talking about family lineages and unfulfilled rights of vengeance against the South Asian people. It's no big deal.
Can we at least address, since we're here and the thief is not, can we address one thing that happens way too often on a quest that maybe we can work together about ending? Speaking of catchphrases.
The running away part?
No. The thief isn't here, so maybe we can discuss a way to get her to break a certain habit. She has this thing where she, we'll be surrounded by orcs. And one of the orcs, the orc commander, will be on top, riding a giant elephant with armored tusks. And she'll look and go, at least they don't have a dragon. And then a dragon shows up. Every fucking time.
Yeah, that needs to stop. Can we
stop getting her to trigger the universe into making things worse for us?
To me that the gods listen to her in the worst way.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't
How
know
about we're
why
going to refer
why.
to the anxiety queefs? This is actually a bit better.
It's not even times like that either. It's sometimes we'll just be stopping in a town and unloading our gear, and we're it's already sundown, we're tired from our journey, and we're unloading the heavy gear from the wagon, and she'll turn and go, at least it isn't raining.
Yeah.
And it fucking starts raining.
I know.
Hail.
Yeah.
Or she'll be like it'll be raining, right? And she'll be well, could be worse. At least the enemy can't use fire, right?
Yeah.
And then the rain will stop, and the enemy will pull out torches, and it's fuck.
I know.
So we need a plan, okay, to get her away from some of her catchphrases. She has way too many of these. Well, it could be worse phrases.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
Like seriously.
Like maybe we could try and like turn them into something positive. Like, hey, at least we're not, up to our ears in Cygnas or something. It could be something like that.
I have an idea there. In that case, we need to make a point of practicing talking over her as loudly as possible. So when she says, well, we'll know to say something along the lines of, well, things would be better if we had, I don't know, a meteor strike hitting their ranks.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't work for you. It doesn't. I've tried that.
Just as long as it stops her, that's good enough.
Right. I mean, this one time we were like we were drenched in blood and sweat from our previous battle. Things were pretty horrible that trip.
Yeah.
We were trying to load up the treasure we had found and get the fuck home. Like, we're tired, we're hungry, we're exhausted. And she goes, well, it could be worse. A series of unfortunate events could whack Magog in the penis.
Yeah.
And it fucking happens.
She says that an awful lot when I think about it.
Yeah.
This is...
Wait a minute. I think I had a thought, but it's okay. I lost it. It's all right.
There might be connection there.
Yes.
Connection. Is that the geese thing again? The geese and the geese?
No. I
No?
especially hate it when we're at dinner, like we stopped at a tavern and we're eating, and she goes, well, at least they don't have like fried frog pussies. And sure enough, the chef will come out and be like, all I have left is fried frog pussy.
Yeah. I don't even know how that works.
Just in some parts, and I don't want to know where those parts are because I'm pretty sure the sun doesn't shine there.
Yeah. Oh, it's considered a delicacy. Yeah, well, it can delicacy somewhere else, just not on my plate, damn it.
But I really hate it when she's like, at least there isn't a dragon, because dragons are fucking hard to defeat.
I mean, oh, yeah. Well, honestly, like, in my opinion, I've always figured that, the tactic of appeasing the dragon was probably better than, fighting the dragon.
That's true. That's true. At least dragons are sentient beings that we can speak to.
Yeah, we could try reasoning.
Unlike
words.
wyverns or drakes, they are,
Yes, but they never want male virgins, and none of them believe that the thief is one either.
No.
How could you? Just looking at her knows. She's been to dirty places.
She is an orphan, after all, right?
She has scurvy in all the wrong places.
Yeah.
Like, we're talking. She ain't even here to defend herself.
Dangerous. This is why I've got her hits in now. Look, we have Streamlabs from the next 6 minutes, and I thought I might get this out of the way.
Go ahead.
Hi, side questers. Beware the geese who are tall. Tall geese possess the wings of Gundam. Quite tall and scary.
Well, thank God in our world, geese do not get that big. Ducks do. Like the great mallard of Mord Lake.
Yeah, the mallard of Mord Lake, yes.
But not geese. We've never seen once in the... They might have existed at one time, but dragons probably hunted them to extinction because they're delicious.
Yeah.
Duck is greasy, but geese is good.
Yeah.
Geese is solid.
Yeah.
Anyway, we need a catchphrase. Like, we need something impactful so that when other people hear that we're not only good at fighting hordes of monsters and beasts, but we also say really wicked things. I need something to catch up. We have to capture the youth. Right? The youth demographic. We're losing the youth demographic a little bit.
Probably.
We're a bunch of old fogies who still go out on quests. That's the way they see us. We need something catchy, snazzy, and with the times. Yeah. So when I say like say we're on the battlefield and I'm like, Ark, use your traps to curve their numbers. Thief, make your way around and flank them from the other side. I'm going to keep them bottlenecked here with my magic. And then I turn to you, Pentagast, and go, Pentagast, smash. And then you take your big old penis and you
Yeah.
just start, like,
Yeah,
you know?
right. Like like you do.
Right. But Pentagast smash, it's not as
No,
catchy.
it's not very catchy. No.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Beware the dork.
How about, come on, boys. It's time to slaughter.
Look, if we're trying to keep it up to the times in their world, we need to basically about the lowest common denominator. I believe some of the people in the audience already put out some suggestions. We probably have to lower ourselves to something along the lines of, it's wickety dickety wrecked, y'all!
Wiggity dickety wrecked. That's too Rick and Morty.
Possibly.
As I said, we have to really lower the bar.
Yeah.
I don't even understand. Were those words?
They were made up gibberish words, but it catches on with the youth. You know, I get it, but do I want to go that far to get the youth?
Do they not use words?
They use an amalgamation of strange sounds.
You have to
Well, what
choose
if-
between
well, why
a
didn't
good
we- why-
slogan and one that will be popular.
Well, why couldn't we just use sounds like, or something?
That was the most honest moment in this entire long-running experiment.
Well, you do make those sounds when you die. I have to resurrect you so you don't often remember, but you do make those sounds when you die.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. I don't. How do you know? I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I don't
By
think
the
I
way,
made
the
a sound when I
sounds
died.
the sounds of a fat guy wearing a top hat and a giant dick shitting himself after death is pretty horrifying.
Reverberations.
I'm not sure. I don't know if I like where this is going. Clearly, you are aware of something that I'm not.
You always have to wear the brown pants.
That's true. I don't even know where to go with any of this. I don't.
Yeah.
Um,
And every time
still-
a series of unfortunate events ends up with a broken branch whacking me in the tip of my penis, I always kind of make this this kind of horrified, painful, like sound.
yeah. I mean, it's kind of how it happens often enough that it's pretty unmistakable.
I just kind of go,
Yeah.
and then I cry on the ground for a little while.
Mm-hmm.
And since the thief isn't here to speak for themselves, I will speak for them by saying whenever they get injured, it sounds just like those villagers in Minecraft. Don't.
It's another reference I don't get. I don't. Are you talking about the crafting guilds that work outside of mines, smelting iron ores and?
I don't understand.
I
what you're
really
talking
just
about.
don't pay attention to anything involving Jack Black, to be honest with you.
Yeah. What about Jason Momoa though? Do you pay attention to anything with him?
Who?
Jason Momoa?
I've watched Moana.
He played Aquaman.
Yeah, that's him.
He was literally Aquaman. How do you not know who Jason Momoa is?
Oh, who the fuck watches DC? Shit. Even in our world.
That's a good point.
That Amber Turd lady was in those movies. Oh, fucking...
Yeah, she was.
Yeah, she turned those waters a deep shade of brown.
Yeah.
Much like his sheets.
So hot and yet so crazy.
It's the odor that concerns me.
Too crazy, honestly. There is such a thing as too crazy.
Getting
Yes.
stains out. The laundry bills.
How about one of those like prophetic battle cries? The ones that like prophesize how we're going to be after the battle is over and we have claimed victory? Because those sometimes work out, where we're like surrounded by enemies and the monsters are coming at us, and I go, after this, let's all go get fucked up on ale, and then we end up winning, and then what do we end up doing? Going to the tavern, right?
Yeah.
Like, would that work?
I mean,
like after this, I'm buying you all around. I'm trying to motivate you. I'm trying to motivate.
well, you know what
Understood,
might be
Record.
good
And-
motivation? For once, here's a thought. Instead of like after this, I'm going to buy you all around. That's a good start. It's much better than after this, I'm going to kill you all again. That's usually where you start, and
I am perturbed at you if I say that, because you all have
Yeah.
been horrible the entire quest.
Yeah,
I know,
typically
but-
it's regards to us and doesn't work. Look, I was field crafting some theories here. Like I was going to say, you can't afford us. We'll cost you your lives. But that only really applies to me. You're all much cheaper.
Yes, I wanted to suggest, look at these guys. They're about to write a check with their mouth that their ass can't cash. But then I realized nobody knows what a fucking check is. In our world,
Yes.
and it's too long. By the time I finish saying it, the monsters are on top of us. Right?
yeah.
I've noticed this about the enemies, especially ancient undead entities and monsters living in ruins. They don't often give us a lot of time to say the catchphrase.
No.
They're very rude. Like when we break into a room and we're like, ah, and we busting out our weapons and magic, they turn and just start running to attack. And I'm like, guys, you got to give us like a few beats.
You have to say,
You know?
this is part of the unrealistic expectations of anime. I mean, you never wind up in a world where a bunch of really hot chicks want to join your harem, and your enemies never give you the time to properly monologue anymore. It's in such a rush. I blame Twitter.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah. That's I have learned from my many excursions into the Earth realm entertainment industry that they don't often portray reality.
Well, if you're going for, since the undead don't give us a lot of time, you could try a classic. Hurt them. I think it's good.
It's not terrible. How about it's hurty time? But then that implies maybe it's time for us to be hurt.
Yeah, that's just it. It could mean us.
Yes.
Or her tea time, which is just confusing.
Yes.
Well, thieves?
How about when it's multiple enemies, or even if it's just one enemy? This could work. We break in, we pose for the action, and then I point to either one of the enemies or the main enemy, and I go, I'm gonna skull fuck that guy.
Kind of reminds me
Okay.
of Poe, but
Yes, I'm thinking we need to refine this a bit by just saying, your asses pose!
that
It's basically prophetic in its own right.
it is.
The
Kinda
only
hits
problem
all
with
the
that,
notes, too.
the only problem with that is if we outwardly warn the enemy that Poe is with us, they'll probably run, and we won't be in for a fight at all.
Yeah, I have that
Where's the-
effect.
Where's the downside?
Well, the downside is we don't get any experience fighting. We don't. We
get
any
all the
sort-
gold. We get all the treasure.
Possibly, but we don't get any sort of praise for defeating, powerful enemies. We don't get much. We can't just have that be our trump card every time.
Where, are you in this for the glory?
No,
I'm in this. I'm in this for the Cygnus. I don't know about you now. I'm starting to have doubts.
no, it's not that. It's just that we can't.
Oh, fearless leader.
Yeah, it's not that. It's just that we can't get soft. Okay, because if we let Poe's reputation precede him every fucking time, we won't get any better. And when we do finally come across an enemy that does not fear Poe, like God, then we
Yeah.
no,
Okay,
We're
I'm
not gonna
seeing
be
a path
ready.
forward.
we're not going to
That's
be
true.
ready.
I think we need to give up on saying the challenges or prophecies in advance, but only after they're already dead, just for the benefit of any other people who might have been watching.
Yeah, like, I'll give you an example. This one time, there was like going to be this massive war between the nations, the kingdom of Morskar and Sundervale, and they were literally marching armies towards each other, and they were going to meet for their epic fucking 20,000 troops on each side with siege equipment, and they were going to meet for the first battle right here in the Witchmoor. So I sent a letter to both armies saying, we have Poe on our side, Poe Longbone. And both armies retreated, and their diplomats found a peaceful resolution.
Yeah, that was kind of a... It's anticlimactic.
It's always disappointing when you have a good war building up and then suddenly peace breaks out.
Yeah. This one time, Queen Di of Sothos was going to do some sort of crazy, wacky thing like she always does. She thinks she was going to pass a law that, like, stipulated some fucking horrible thing. So I sent a letter to Arcturus to tell him to deliver it directly to the Queen, but don't open it. The moment she read it, she repealed that law, and that letter simply said, Poe doesn't like that law. That's all I wrote, really.
I still think she's flirting, and I don't know what to make of the result of that.
Yeah, there's a solid chance.
Yeah, Queen Di. She's her and I we get along. We get along.
She gets along with everyone until the morning after.
Yeah, I keep her up all night and day.
This is a disturbing turn of events.
I think the one time I was actually in Sothosian court, she saw me and said, "Get out." I didn't even get properly introduced. I was just told, "Get out."
She's not accustomed, like most royalty, to be fair, she's not accustomed to fuzzy Muppets showing up in court.
Well, I mean, I did kind of fall through, like,
you look literally like you were invented by Jim Henson.
That too, but it didn't help that I fell through one of the second story windows. Like, I crashed through with a bunch of glass and broken iron, and it wasn't good.
There is that, though I have to note that though Queen Di is many kinds of queen, murderous, deranged, genocidal, she's not a size queen.
Yeah, she probably was terrified of your gigantic quivering member.
I don't know. I just remember that I fell, and oh, excuse me, and she's like, "Get out," and I was like, "What did I do?" And then I don't really remember much after.
She allowed you to leave?
She pointed at the door and said, "Get out," and
that is almost unheard of.
I don't really remember what happened after that, though, to be honest. Like, the next thing I
You're
remember...
only prevented from leaving if you've come first.
Well, no, the thing is I remember distinctly that I was in the court of Queen Di in Sothos, and then the next thing I remember, I was walking aimlessly through the deserts of Akakesh. And I don't remember how I got there. I don't even know how, I don't even understand. Like, that's a long ways.
It occurs to me, Pentagast, that you may very well be a person living an incredibly chaotic life.
Possibly. I don't know. Between just what's gone on in my life personally, and then all of the things that I've consumed, I'm not sure that anything makes a whole lot of sense anymore.
Speaking of chaos, remember that one battle against the hordes of skeletons that I wasn't commanding, and my skeletons were fighting their skeletons, and we got very confused at which skeletons were the enemy and which skeletons were my skeletons. My bad.
Why didn't we tie?
I'm not certain how the skeletons could tell which skeletons are what skeletons.
Yes, but we lost track. That was my mistake. I need to learn to mark them.
Yeah.
We could do like a green hand, like on their faces, like
something. Paint the back of their skull, the front of their skull. Tie a red armband around one of the bones. Or something,
red and blue team, something. There,
Yeah,
but
something.
my point was, we were in the midst of a battle. There were skeletons fighting skeletons. We were very confused, and then Pentagast like threw a rock and broke one of the skeletons into pieces, right? And that skeleton like fell backwards, blasted into bones, into another skeleton, and that one blasted into bones, into another skeleton who blasted into bones, and the femur swung like this through the air and hit me right in the tip of my penis. And I went, yeah, yeah, and I went down, and then Pentagast was like, Magog, no! And he dropped to one knee and he grabbed me, and I was like, and you said, by Grabthar's hammer, you shall be avenged. And I didn't
Yes.
know we should like not use that catchphrase because I have no idea what that
No.
means.
No, never again.
Even I was like, what? Why did I say that? I don't quite understand where it came from. But I did avenge you. At
You
the
did.
Same time.
Well, you avenged the tip of my penis.
Well, I invoked the Sons of Wolvan into my attacks. That helped. So
Gotcha. Yep, that it helped. I
Yes.
still don't know what that means, but it helped.
look, it's an ancient tale. We don't really have time to go into it. Just understand that it was important.
Right.
Anyhow,
Also-
I think rather than marking them with a handprint, that's lame and derivative. However, if you get a nice vat of dye and have them jump in and jump out, you can just basically get one big vat of a color preference and then field an entire army in that hue.
How about black? That way they emerge from the shadows and you can barely see them except for their glowing green eyes, and it's like super creepy. Scares
We'll
the
call them
enemy.
the Shadow-Bone Skeletons. They'll probably seem they're especially magical, even
Yeah.
if they're rather
If you
fragile.
can get the eyes to stop glowing green, they'd be great for night raids.
Yeah, we could do like glowing green black skeletons, and they like emerge from the shadows, and that way I can at least once in my life pretend like I'm that guy from Solo Leveling.
What's that?
Can't we all want to be that guy? Certainly, I pine for a world where I could know.
I just one time
hello.
on the battlefield, I want to be facing a great enemy, and I just want to say, "Arise." You know, wouldn't it be cool to like shrink all my magical words down to one word? Wouldn't that be great? Like, because I have to like do these complicated rituals to raise the.
I know.
You know, it's not as cool as arise.
Right. I know. I mean, there's been. I do like what was that? I don't remember what it was you were trying to summon, but like the enemy stopped fighting. They just sat down and waited while you kept chanting. It was like 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's really I admit that it's difficult to summon a moss huge when there's no moss around.
Yeah, that's why I didn't understand why you were trying to.
Right, moss golem without any moss, really hard to do because I had to summon the moss first. Yeah,
Yes.
just maybe I should have just done a regular golem. There was plenty of rock around.
Yeah, you could have done like a stone golem. Why not a stone golem? No, the moss on the stone. That's what we need.
But we
Yes.
were fighting. What were we fighting then? Why did I choose moss?
Look, who we're fighting was probably the only reason it worked. There is brigands from the Duche of Duche are polite to a terminal fault.
Yeah. Also, I have yet to figure out how to create a giant stone goblin that is also in the form of a shapely female with giant rock boobies.
Rock boobies.
I need to figure that one out. I mean, there's nothing more gratifying to us and embarrassing for our enemy than getting a giant, sexy rock golem with boobies to beat the shit out of them.
Yeah.
I mean, just try to picture
Yeah.
it. We're talking 18 foot tall, great thighs.
I am.
Nice ass.
I am like that's just it. I am picturing it, and all I keep seeing is like it just horrible, like multiple people's skulls just smashed on nipples. It's terrifying.
That's awesome.
I can picture really tit-fucking them up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about like rough, jagged boulders. I'm talking about like smoothly carved marble.
Thud, 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 thud.
A living statuesque giant woman who fights for us.
like honestly, we should. What you should do is you should find some of that marble that has like the gold weave through it.
Yeah,
That would add to it. I think
that would add. That would add.
really worth
That
it.
was pretty awesome. Yeah,
And when inevitably when the magic wears off, we can just take the gold and melt it down and get signals out of it. It's a win-win.
well, the golems won't stop protecting the one who raised it until the word on his forehead is red. That's the weakness of a golem. Is there's a magic word right here that shuts them down.
There's
I never
a word?
understood why the word has to be right there on the forehead where you can fucking read it. That's just the way the magic works.
So we need to give them either a helmet or a hat. But I see catchphrases just coming to life around me, like "Time to get your rocks off."
I just
It's not
never understood why mine is when I create a golem, the magic word to shut them down is always uwu. So
it's a pretty powerful word.
it is a horrifying word. I hate it. It makes me gag.
Yeah. Maybe that was the idea, that no one else would have the nerve to say it.
All right. What about like a lava monster, a lava golem in the shape of a sexy, thick-thighed goblina?
I mean,
That's hot.
yeah, it's definitely hot, that's for sure.
That was a fucking layup I gave to you guys. That was too easy.
What?
I shouldn't have chose lava. I shouldn't have chose.
He
lava.
jumped on it first.
No, I shouldn't have chose lava. That was too easy, even for our audience. It was too fucking easy.
No. We're staying, like, just people in the chat. We're staying away from the moist term.
Yeah.
I already used that, I was politely asked to never utter those words again.
I should never make a sexy goblina lava golem because I would want to put her on my mantle.
Yeah, no. Well,
Yeah. The words moist, cloac, uwu. Let's see, what were some of the other ones?
See, I don't hold the same hatred for moist as you people.
oh no, just that I wasn't
I don't
supposed
think
to say it.
we've been saying it correctly then. Moist.
It still doesn't bother me. See, I have a friend, Omegon, who says it all the time, so I'm used to it.
Hmm.
And he is a terrifying eldritch creature of the deep. So him saying it is even worse than normal.
I still haven't come up with a good catchphrase. I mean, I can't come up with anything good. I just can't.
I still like my idea of turning to one of y'all and saying, "It's about to get wicked."
It's pretty simple. It's quick.
Yeah, things are about to get wicked.
After you
Thanks,
say
Mrs.
it,
Pepper.
should there be like explosions that go off in the background
Yes.
and you like put on some shades?
Absolutely.
I think you should do something like
Absolutely.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can cover the pyrotechnics. How close can I put them to you all?
that. You just out of curiosity, do you know who David Caruso is? You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, we should definitely,
I think we should incorporate some of that.
yes, we should get the Who playing in the background the moment the explosions go
Yeah.
off.
I mean, I don't know where. I mean, do they take jobs?
Who?
I don't think we can afford the Who. They're really popular. We might be able to get the what?
No, we could get a local bard to just sing one of the Earthrealm Who songs. I mean, they can't come after us for copyright because interdimensional lawyers just don't
Right.
exist in their world.
No. Yet. But no. I think we'll get a local bard. I would suggest we find one named like Y.
The Y could be affordable. I don't. Are they still performing? I think they split up.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, cover bard.
Cover bard.
Good
There we
idea.
go. We need a Y tribute band.
Yes,
Yes.
we need tribute bards and cover bards, definitely.
Mhm.
We could do it.
No original bard. No, we don't want any original ones.
Yeah.
So I suppose if we just assume to go with Gog's catchphrase, then what we really need now is a theme song.
Well, we can't say something wicked this way comes, because I like to use that one in the bedroom.
I didn't need to know that. I just want you to know. That was something I did not need to know.
I
Something
needed
wicked
everyone to know.
Something wicked is so close.
I mean,
that's already brought me right back to with Arcturus's. The things are about to get slippery wicked, and I'm just like, no.
When you pay above asking price, they'll let you say what you want. Just pro tip.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
I think the next one I'm going to get, I'm going to have her read. I think I'm going to force her to read Barry Dingle. No relation.
Yeah, I mean that'd be far more complicated than what you usually do, which is paying one of them to let you win an argument.
Well, argument? Why am I?
I had no idea you were into masochism. I should have guessed.
This show's really gone off the rails, and we don't have rails in this world, so that tells you something.
Yeah. Well, we don't have interdimensional lawyers either, so I'm not that worried about it.
Right, that's true. So we still don't have a catchphrase.
Yeah.
We're still
New paths.
An entire hour of trying to figure this out, and we're no closer to the goal than we were when we started. And we're a week late. I mean, we were supposed to come up with this a fortnight ago?
Yes, something like that.
Maybe we should keep it simpler with one-word catchphrases like doom or quake or Half-Life
or it's a me, a Mario. How about that one? None of us are named
Time
Mario.
for a spicy meatball.
It's a me, a Magago. Why did I put like the Italian accent?
I like that. I don't like that one in the least bit. The mind is going places, and I don't like it.
Why did I put like the Godfather Italian O on the end of my name?
This could dovetail with Poe's inevitable rectum invasion. Prepare to be circumcised.
I've already told everyone that you're not the Wicked Guild. Your team name is actually the Anus Punchers.
Well, why are we trying to come up with something wicked?
Why are you trying to share credit for your specialty? I don't want to share credit with you.
I'm going to cry a little that I didn't come up with Anus Punchers.
Yeah, I was going to say that's not bad. I mean, no one else would ever dare to take the name. We don't have to worry about like copyright or anything like that.
I think I would have to worry about copyright if I used it's a me, a Magago.
Yeah, I do think so. I'm just
rather
saying.
Rather than catchphrase, again, victory terms are
what if
better.
What if we just went with the ass punchers? It sounds snappier.
Damn near killed him.
Yeah.
Damn well. I'm pretty sure once Poe's been through them, it's past tense.
I don't
know. Look, catchphrases are not a strong suit. That's all I know.
But maybe we should. I mean, all I know is we can't continue to improv them. I know that they can sometimes be situational, like when the giant snake came out of its hole in the chamber of not so many secrets, and that giant fucking basilisk came up, and you were just like, "That's a big snake." It's like, I fucking know, I can see it, bro. Like, stop stating the fucking obvious. Those are not catchphrases. Stating the obvious is not a catchphrase. Stating the obvious in a comedic way is not funny or a catchphrase that's going to catch on or anything. Like, it's just not.
Also, that's ironically not comedic.
Yes. I'm getting tired of that. In the Earth realm, they think that's comedy by just having some geeky guy sitting in a chair stating the fucking obvious.
This is awful.
Like fucking Godzilla comes out of the ocean and there's always that guy off to the side that goes, "That's one big lizard." Like, No shit.
You know, maybe one of these times in the future we'll have someone properly say what should be said. Oh, isn't that a cute widow thing?
See,
I
if a
would.
giant lizard came out of the water, the first thing that would go through my head is, where do we find him swimming trunks?
I just want everyone to know that I would be willing to increase Arcturus's pay beyond even my own pay if he never, ever, ever uses that widow baby voice ever again in my presence.
Deal.
I just
feel like I missed.
Oh,
I do feel like I missed something. I tuned out there for
Damn
a
it.
minute.
did I just abuse all the Wicked Guild treasury without thinking about it?
I mean, it's your treasury, isn't it?
Yeah,
I said nothing.
You set it up. I don't run the finances. I know that.
things are about to get wicked.
Cha-ching!
You know what? I've changed my mind. Yeah.
What?